Welcome to Caleb's Trains.
On today's video, we're going to address some of the questions we've had about how we keep our layout clean. We've had over the years, we've had several questions and comments about how we keep our layout, the tracks clean, and how we keep it running so smoothly and what have you. And well, the short answer is to the running smoothly part is, well, good editing our videos. Editing. That's how it looks like it runs smoothly, because anybody that has big train sets or even small train sets, it isn't always smooth. So, yeah. But it's fun, so that's what makes it worth it. But yes, a lot of editing makes it look like it's flawless and smooth, but yeah, it's not always like that.
Editing.
But the other part of the questions was about the track and keeping the track clean. And we do have a system that we use to keep the tracks clean. And like Caleb said, the farther reaches of our layout, where we have accesses everywhere on our layout to be able to get to any spot in the layout. Even inside the tunnel, we have accesses in there that you can't see on camera, what have you, but we can get to anywhere on the layout. But that means you have to crawl under the train set, and I'm not crawling under anything unless I absolutely have to. So
he's not a big fan of crawling under the train set.
No, not at all. Not at all. So we came up with a system that works for us. You can see it, it's behind us here. It's being pulled by our Vision Line Norfolk and Southern genset. It doesn't have to be a genset, it could be any locomotive you want. But we like using the genset.
It's a multi-purpose locomotive.
It is a multi-purpose locomotive. It's our cleaning train, and it's our switcher, and kind of like a road diesel sometimes. So,
yeah.
So kind of does it all. And it's just fun to run. Maybe not on camera. We don't run it as much on camera because the big boy gets all the video time and the Polar Express and stuff like that. But we don't run trains just for videos. We run trains all the time. So the genset gets a lot of use behind the scenes, and this is one of its uses. So we're going to show you today how we keep our tracks nice and clean and everything running smoothly. So we're going to share that with you, and I know there's probably, if you search how to clean tracks on YouTube, you're probably going to see a million different ways of doing it, and all 1 million of them are going to be accurate and probably work for that individual. And this is just how we do it. I'm not saying it's the absolute perfect way or whatever, but it works really well for us. It's probably a little overkill, but I'd rather do a little overkill and have clean track than have constant problems with buildup of dirt on our tracks. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while since we've done a video. We've been running trains, we just haven't been videoing anything. We've been outside a lot and it's been fun.
Yes, sirree.
Yep, so other than that, I hope everyone's doing well. As always, stay safe, be good to one another out there. Let's get along in this time of uncertainty that's going along in the world. Yeah, you got anything you want to share?
Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. And also smash the comment button if you want to ask us or tell us something.
Yep, and that's how we get to videos like this. Like, we were asked, how do you keep the track clean? So guess what? This is our time to show you how. So let's get to it. All right, anything else?
Happy railroading!
And track cleaning and editing. So let's get to it. All right, we're back. So, as you can see here, there's our genset locomotive.
Number 300.
Yep, so the first car that's behind it and has that awesome 25-foot tape measure in it is post-war New York Central 6462 gondola car. Now you can probably use many different cars, but this one works really well for us. And what you can see is underneath we have a Mr. Clean magic erasers. You take this magic eraser, which is right here, and I take a razor blade and I slice down the length of it to open it up like so. And what that does is it goes under here and goes around and fits right in there like so. So it sits, and it basically sits on there. Now, as you can see, that one here has been used quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then what you do with that is you soak it with alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. This is 91% first aid antiseptic alcohol. Works great for cleaning track. So you soak that down and put it back on the track, obviously. And for us, we put a weight in there, which just happens to be this 25-foot tape measure, and that helps keep the push the car down so that this is riding right up on the tracks. If I don't put some kind of weight in there, it will bounce and it won't push down because it's a light car. So that's our first car. It's a magic eraser with the slats cut in it so it fits around the gondola, the bottom of the gondola, so it doesn't move around. Fits tight, nice and tight on that car. So while that one's moving behind the locomotive, it's wetting and cutting the grease and dirt and what have you. So our second car happens to have a railroad spike in it. Is a Wabash gondola car. Just happens to be a gondola car. You can use any cars that work for you. These just work for us. They work the gondola cars work real easy. They're real easy to do. And what we do is we take a Scotch-Brite and I cut it in like thirds, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. And I put it underneath the Wabash car, or any car for that matter, with the Scotch-Brite side down. I do the same thing where I cut the slats in it. This is the sponge side, so it fits in there really good. Okay, and put that back on the track again. This is a really light gondola car, and as you can see, it kind of sits up. Well, when you put the railroad spike in there, it fits tight up against the track.
And that scrubs the track.
And that scrubs what has been already wetted down, pre-wetted down by the first car. So our third car in this consist, and ours just happens to be this Conrail Searchlight car, only because it has the same kind of structure at the bottom with like the gondola cars. And I use, now you can see this is dirty again because we've been cleaning track. We use this one again as it's another Mr. Clean. And this one's cut down. I didn't use the full one. You can cut them in half to get more use. It doesn't have to be a full one like we use on that New York Central car. But this one here, you wet this one again with the isopropyl alcohol. Put this one on the track. Now this car's got a little bit of weight to it, so it's able to ride the tracks without any problems. It doesn't pop up or anything. So then, scoop this down a little bit. Our final car in our consist happens to be this animated post-war 3444 Erie hobo and passenger car, gondola car. So this one has the same deal. Again, you can see it's pretty dirty. You can kind of change this. But we put a dry magic eraser under the last one. So what that does is it kind of cleans like the final cleaning. And this car is heavy. So it doesn't need anything added to it. And it just kind of rides here behind all of these and does the final, like a drying kind of cleaning.
Yeah.
And this works out really well for us. So let's kind of recap here. We have any locomotive that you want to use to pull this. Yeah, you gotta have somewhat of a stout locomotive, otherwise it won't be able to pull them. But we wet this first one. That is dry. The Scotch-Brite is dry to scrub. The third car has a wet magic eraser again with isopropyl alcohol. And the final car is just a dry magic eraser to clean up everything that gets, because this one here is going to be your initial scrub. That's really going to scrub with the Scotch-Brite pad. It really breaks up all the loose, wet. This one picks up again, and then this one dries everything and gets the last little residuals that's on the track. Mm-hmm. So we'll run this consist around, we'll show you in the video, but we'll run it around a good dozen times, 2 dozen times, whatever, and we keep checking the track as it's cleaning, checking the pads, checking the rails, see how clean they're getting. And eventually you're going to get it to the point where you run your finger across the rail, and I guess I didn't show that, but okay. So kind of run my finger there, and it's not dirty, okay?
Because this cleaning.
Because we've been running this one. So now we're on the very inside one, and you can see you get the dirty black line on your finger. We've all seen it. We've all been there. Mm-hmm. So our outside main is clean. We're gonna go ahead and run on our inside, our middle, and our very inside and clean them. So we're gonna show you that, and that's how we do it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of editing.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to running this.
Yes.
We got our train going. And there is our first car that is got not a Scotch-Brite, but a magic eraser. It's wet. Scotch-Brite under the Wabash, that's a dry one. Underneath the Conrail Searchlight car, that's another wet magic eraser. And the Erie car has a dry magic eraser. So there we go. Caleb's got it running. We don't have to run it fast. We want to run it slow to medium. That's all we got to do. And it's just going to go around, and it's going to do its work.
Norfolk Southern 300, how does the lead look? Are we clear? Over.
There it is.
Well, so there you have it. We ran it around, I don't know, I'd say about 15 times around the track. And we're going to show you the pads now, and then we're going to show you the track. The very inside we haven't cleaned yet, so the outside main and the center main have been cleaned, and we'll show you those compared to one we haven't done yet. But first, let's check out the pads. There you go. So now this one had some dirt on it already, but that's pretty dirty. So, and that's the very first car. That one, remember, we wet with alcohol, and that gets our pre-clean. So then our Wabash car is our Scotch-Brite scrub, and as you can see, you have a lot of you got a lot of dirt there. Three lines worth, for the 3 rails. So that was doing its job. Uh-huh. And what that does, it breaks up the moist first pass from that New York Central gondola. So then this was a brand new pad I put on the Searchlight car, and it was also wet. with isopropyl alcohol. And you can see there's a lot of dirt on there.
Yeah, and that was brand new.
And that was brand new. That was clean
So that tells you it
before
works.
our little run session here.
Yeah, that tells you it works.
And then our final car, which is our Erie. And this one just kind of just cleans up, and it's not too dirty. And that's just a dry magic eraser that kind of goes through and just kind of dries everything up, and kind of probably picks up any of the loose stuff that's left over. So again, that car is probably, the last two are maybe a little overkill, but as you've seen from the Searchlight car, it's awful dirty. So I don't know about so much overkill. I think it's necessary for us. But that's how we clean our track. And now we're going to show you one little example of like a before and after. I should have done it with the same set, or same line, but trust me, they're all equally dirty. All right, so you can see my hand. I'm a little dirty here because I've been messing with this stuff, but here's the main, and you see just a faint little bit of dirt there. That's not very much at all.
Because we ran the cleaning train on that line.
So this is the one Caleb just cleaned, and there's just like a slight little mark, but that was already there, so that's pretty clean. Now this is the one we haven't cleaned. Now you see that's pretty dark.
Yeah.
And that's no editing magic. I'm not selling anything here. I'm just showing you. See, I did it on another finger. That's how they all were. We always clean them all the same day, so they've had the same amount of time in between cleanings. And you see the first two are really clean, and then this one the inside one is very dirty. So there you have it. That's how we clean our layout. Like I said, we have some finicky locomotives that they want the track clean, and if it's not, they'll start acting a little funny.
Not just the locomotives, even some passenger cars, like the 21-inch passenger cars, they do not like dirty track at all, especially the sound cars, like the generator car and the Station Sounds Diner car.
Yep, they'll start acting up a little bit with the track getting dirty. So that's kind of our kind of lets us know, hey, track needs to be cleaned. We do it a couple times a year. We don't have like a set schedule every month we do it. No, because it just depends on run time and what have you. But we will check it. We'll run our finger across it too, and be like, wow, it's really dirty. We need to run the track cleaning train there. But I know they sell products, actual track cleaning cars and what have you. But this is just something that's simple. We had this stuff around the house. Everybody has freight cars, that aren't so valuable or whatever, and you just want to use them for this. I mean, this doesn't damage anything anyway. I mean, no. I know some people might gasp at me using the animated Erie, post-war Erie car, but it's not doing any damage to it. It doesn't do anything to it. It doesn't harm it. It doesn't anything. It works out good. It's heavy, and it's the perfect size and shape for what we want. So it works. So other than that, we also maintain our locomotives religiously. If anybody would ever want to see how we do that, leave us a comment, and if that's something people want to see, we'll do a video on that too. That's something that besides editing, also you need to do to keep everything running smoothly. These locomotives are expensive. This hobby is expensive, and if you do not take care of the locomotives and the rolling stock, I mean, we take pride in not having squeaky wheels and what have you. I mean, we oil our rolling stock.
The only squeaky wheels I allow is the squeaky wheels from the Station Sounds Diner car.
That's right. We pay all that money to have that sound, and then we oil our wheels up so they don't squeak. So anyway, go figure. But yeah, I mean, we do take pride in our locomotives running and not having issues. Every now and again something pops up, they're mechanical, and you have issues, and I have enough mechanical knowledge at least to take them apart a little bit and fix things. I'm not an electrician or anything like that, so when it gets to electrical, I know enough to get myself in trouble. But with them boards and stuff like that, like our genset had a bad board, and I had Bob at I Love Toy Trains replace that for me, because there's a bunch of boards in there, I didn't know which one it was, and I wasn't guessing and buying board after board. So mechanical stuff I do on my own, all the maintenance me and Caleb do. And coming up here, our GS4, the 4449, the whistle is not blowing smoke.
Yeah, and get this. The smoke that goes out the smokestack is going out through the whistle.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened there. Now the whistle hasn't been blowing smoke, it just kind of comes out of it, but it just yeah, I don't know if the tube came undone or what. I'm not sure, because it doesn't blink, saying usually if the smoke unit, if any of the fan driven smoke units have any issues, it'll start blinking, the cab lights will blink. I'm not getting any blinking from our cab lights, so I think the tube for the whistle may have come off. So I need to take that apart, and that one needs to be maintained, have its maintenance done. It's been a little while for that one, and that one's coming up. So if you want, I'll do a video of that, and also tearing it apart and seeing why that the whistle smoke is not working on that one. So
yeah, it's really funny how the smoke from the smokestack comes out the whistle, but the whistle doesn't work.
Right, so we're gonna take a look at that, and we have some new plans for the layout that we're gonna get into in another video.
Yeah.
So big news, I think.
Oh,
exciting news.
Big
news.
Exciting news.
So that'll be on a future video. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the end of your summer here. And stay safe and keep the trains rolling. And yeah, I think that'll do it. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped anyone out. Got to keep your track and trains maintained and your layout maintained, so you can keep enjoying fun. I mean, I think these trains will run forever if you take care of them. I mean, we have trains, we got a couple locomotives that are, I don't know, 60 or what I say, 65 years old, 60 years old, something like that.
Yeah, that's probably the EP5.
Right, the New Haven EP5, that's from 56. So, I mean, I don't know, quick math, that's 65 years old, gonna be 65 years old. And we maintain that one as well. And that thing runs. We converted it to TMCC and everything, and it runs like a brand new locomotive. So you take care of them, you maintain them, and you know, don't abuse them. Don't do any Addams Family train wrecks, and you'll be good to go. Everything will still be there and keep you smiling. And I mean, heck, when you have you know, the craziness of the world going on, it's nice to be able to come downstairs and run trains and kind of you know, not have so much, you know, frustration, and just be able to smile and just have fun, acting like a kid. You are a kid.
Oh yeah.
I'm not, but I am down here. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and hope this helped some of you guys out. And as always,
happy railroading.
all right, bye.
Bye.